James, welcome back. Here we are, Eve of the Premier League. Last year you were in your hotel room as a reserve, thinking it wasn't going to be just there because you had to be, but now in it, looking forward to it.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same pretty much situation as I was last year. Unfortunately, I didn't get picked this year. I did, but yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to playing my first Premier League for 3 years, because obviously it's been behind closed doors, and it hasn't been a proper Premier League for 2 or 3 years. So it's nice and I'm excited. I think everyone is, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, what was it? Well, nerves? Well, not nerves. I know you don't get nervous, but the fact that Premier League, the PDC didn't release the Premier League lineup and they left it right into the last minute. What was the wait like?
I get nervous. Obviously, I get nervous. I'm human. I thought that I, deserved to be. No one deserves to be. I thought I'd earned my right to be in it. Being number 4 in the world, won a major tournament, been thereabouts in a few tournaments. So I thought I should have been in it. Well, I'd earned my way into it. I didn't know if I was going to be one of the ones to be picked, and I was, and I think it was a fair decision from them and a fair result for myself.
You've seen a lot of things in darts, and obviously a lot of Premier Leagues, new format, new change, every game matters. What's your thoughts on the change?
I think everyone always played it like every game. Well, I certainly did played it like every game mattered, if as long as things around you was good. But I think now this on paper it's a great idea. It really is a great idea, and I hope it's as good as what it should be. It should be really good. It should be really interesting. There's multiple games for people to watch. They're quicker. It'll be faster. So it should be good. Looking
ahead to your season, obviously a really good year last year in the top 4 in the world. You won a TV major, semi-final of the World Championships. Weekend just gone wasn't your best, but looking ahead, what can James Wadey achieve this year?
I don't know. I expect to pick up a major, at least one major, and push for some higher rankings, because I haven't got a lot to defend this year. So it's all possible. It's all doable. Unfortunately, where I'm high up in the rankings, I've got quite a bit to defend, and fortunate for me, the people above me have got more to defend, but unfortunately, people below me have got less to defend. So it's a vicious circle, but I think I'm in a good position to do well this year. So we'll see. Again, it depends how it all starts off, and depends, what mindset I've got. As long as my mindset's half sensible, then my darts will be half sensible.
Touching on that ranking, is it something that you'd like to achieve before you tick off the world number 1 spot? Because you've done nearly everything in the sport.
Honestly, that really does. That is one thing that's never really bothered me. I mean, some of the players that got to world number 1 in the past have never been that magical. And all it defines is how consistent you've been. If you're consistent, you will become world number 1. If you're not, you won't. And it's not something that really doesn't chew at me. It doesn't. That is one thing that really, it'd be nice to be world number 1, of course it would, but it doesn't. It's not really up there with things I want to achieve or things I haven't done.
Another change, obviously, coming tomorrow. We've got a new manufacturer, a new board on show for the first time. Have you played on the new board yet? And have you seen any differences if you have?
Yeah, I've just had a quick play on the board over there. It's very good. Obviously I'm sponsored by Unicorn. Their board's very good. It is what it is, and it'll be a new board to play on. Something different to try. So it's all. There's a lot of different things this year, and it should be good.
Do you think, obviously, Barry retired as chairman and Eddie has come in, and Matt and Eddie are doing a lot more? Do you think we're starting to see their influence on the sport a little bit now that Barry's not so much hands on?
I don't think Barry will ever leave it alone, full stop, and I don't know Barry that well. I know him, know to talk to him, but I'm sure behind he's still, if he wants something changed or he wants something done, I'm sure Barry still does it, because it's Barry, isn't it? I do notice, I can't even put my finger on it, but it just feels a bit different now. Some things that are starting to feel a bit different. Hopefully, we move with the times a little bit in the dart world, and it comes on a bit more. I mean, we're still, all the dart players are really lucky. We do earn very well out of it. We do travel a bloody lot as well. So and there's sacrifices made to do that. But no, I mean, I'm not on about financial gains, but hopefully, the game will come on and change in different ways. Become a little bit more modern with the way we do things, and moving forward. But if you compare darts to when I started 18 years ago at this kind of level, it's come on leaps and bounds. You know, we was playing weekend tournaments for, I think it was 2,500 to the winner, £3,000 to the winner. So if you think where we are now, it's crazy. And the TV tournaments, you know, some of the majors back then were £20,000, £25,000 a winner. We've got World Championships at £500,000, probably soon to go up. World Match Play this year has just gone up to 200,000 to the winner. It's mad where it's going, you know, and it doesn't seem like it's. I think it's paused, it stalled a little while ago, but it seems to have gained momentum again. And obviously, we've got to remember we're only just starting to come out of COVID, and you know all the other things that are happening in the world, Brexit, and we're still moving forward. So it's all positive, all good things.
Just touching on what you said there, it's really fascinating listening to you talk about that. Like when you first started to where we are now.
Yeah.
Where is the ceiling in darts, in your opinion?
I think the ceiling's a long way off for darts because, in the politest way possible, darts is real cheap for sponsors and TV compared to football, boxing, and the other big things. You know, it's still a relatively cheap game for a company to get involved in, and they get great coverage, and you know, they get a lot of interaction with the players, and it's a good thing to be at.
I've seen you change your ways a little bit on stage and on social media. We see you've got your YouTube channel now, interacting more with the crowd. Is this a conscious thing that you've made to do or not?
No, James Wade does things he wants to do because it's real and it's not.
No,
it's not. There's a few players. Well, I don't know. There's a few players that do things for reactions and to make themselves a different person. Perhaps anything I choose to do in life is because I want to do it and because I'm enjoying doing it. The YouTube thing that I'm doing, it's just with a mate that I've had for 35 years, and we're just two young kids at heart still and just quite stupid, and I like to see him go through pain and uncomfortableness. So it's just a bit of fun, you know, and we're enjoying it. If it does go anywhere, really, if it goes anywhere, great. If it doesn't, you know, we're going to start travelling around Europe and stuff and doing bits out and about. We've got lots of other things, but we haven't really put a lot of time into it yet, but we're going to put some more time into it because we're enjoying it, you know. It's almost like being 18, 20 again. It's good. It's good fun. It's good fun. It keeps me out of mischief. And him.
Seeing you at home as well, obviously dressing up as Woody from Toy Story with Arthur. And now, was it nice to spend some quality time at home with the family?
I've been so lucky how much time I've spent at home. But I'll do anything for Arthur. So if he wants me to dress up as Woody, I'm on Amazon and I'm ordering it and I'm doing it next day, and I did. Also got a blow-up dinosaur that I wear for him as well. He thinks it's funny, so as long as I can make him laugh, and the time I spend with him is precious and it's valuable. So try and do as much as I can, the same as everyone else does.
Does he watch the darts on TV? Does he watch you on TV yet?
Fortunately, he does, and I hate it, but he does. Yeah. He started to get the hang of it. Started to get the hang of watching Daddy lose quite a lot. But no, I do it for him, and I do it for my wife. What I do, I don't do it. I do love the game some of the time. It's still a passion of mine, but it's also a vehicle that's driven so my family can enjoy life and they get what they need.
James, absolute pleasure talking on these media days.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Go on, mate.